When I told my non-dental friends that I was going to be at a dental conference for 3 days, they were like, what? Why again? So I figured it might be fun for me to share a little bit about what we do at an international dental conference since I just came back from the IDEM 2026 2 weeks ago.
That's so cool.
It baffles me how that's accurate. Like I know it is. I
It
know it
is
is. But I'm
very,
just like,
right?
how did they just figure that
Now, I
out?
just want to also clarify this is not a sponsored video by any brands or companies. I just wanted to share my honest experience at the event. So I'll first talk about the reason why people go for dental conferences. And the one biggest reason is for the continual dental education points, also known as CDE points here in Singapore. To practice as a dentist in Singapore, you need to fulfill a minimum number of hours every 2 years. And this is really important because it helps to make sure that we keep up to date with the latest advancements, we get to refresh our skills, and it's a way that we keep the quality of dentistry high in our practices. At this year's IDEM, I had one particular lecturer I really wanted to listen to, and it was Prof. Christopher Ho from Sydney, and his lecture did not disappoint. My only gripe was that I wish he had been given more lecture time because he has so much to share, and I was just ready to sit there and listen to him. I also came away from the lecture feeling pretty validated about my workflow and my treatment protocols, and honestly, I think I have to thank the Koi Center for that. I can share more about that next time. Now, the second reason why people go to dental conferences is for the freebies, like all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I got quite a lot of freebies. This is the freebies. Everyone loves freebies, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the dental conferences are often the best way to reach many dentists all at once. So a lot of companies like to share their products, either to let the dentist try it out, share it with their patients, or just learn more about the brand. Sometimes the smallest things can also catch your attention, like this engraved pen I got from SA Dental. Next reason why people go to dental conferences is to shop at the trade fair. At these trade fairs, they are always offering the best deals for their products, and it's really the only place that you get to see such big machines like dental chairs, x-rays, microscopes, ultrasonics. These are tools that we use every single day, and many people don't realize how much we rely on these machines to make your workflow so much better, to make it more comfortable for the patients as well. At these fairs, I often like to see the demos, so I got Vatech to show us a little bit about how radiography is essential in our practice, and it literally helps us see into the mouth and the surrounding structures. The software is really good nowadays, and you can segment everything so that you can see overlapping structures and even see into the teeth to visualize the nerves. They even have inbuilt software for dental education just to make it easier to communicate to patients as well. It's not just the big stuff as well. There are so many everyday tools that we use in dentistry to make our workflow work. And we source them from literally everywhere in the world. But to make it easier for us, we generally have local suppliers that bring in these products to help us purchase it, also for maintenance as well. So it's always great touching base with them at these conferences and meeting them and seeing what other products they have to bring in. One of my favorite tools, and also an indispensable tool that I have in my dental practice, is a light curing tool or light curing machine. So I got Dr. Fabio Fowler to do a little demo for us.
All aluminum
Yeah.
and aerospace grade, so it's very durable, very resistant. And we sent one of these up to space and
No.
in a meteorological balloon, and
Seriously?
and it just dropped down in the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
It was found 6 months afterwards. We had to wait for the snow to melt down, and it was batteries back in, and it was working. The newest generations we have again the simplified, streamlined design.
Mhm.
It's slicker,
Mhm.
lightweight. You have the larger footprint, the larger lens is 12.5 millimeters. You have two different curing modes. So if you go tap down like a drumstick or a magic wand, if you prefer. So if it's solid blue, then you have a standard 10-second cure. If you do it again, then you have twice the power for half the time. So it's a 5-second divided in 3 pulses. So you get the same energy in half the time. Continue to change modes. If you go sideways, you go into white light or black light. So I got the black one, you got the white one now. So with this, you would use your diffuser lens. Would use it for shade selection. So this is a 5,500 Kelvin temperature light, which would mimic the natural sunlights to get the real colors. You can use this with a black light. Let's have that. So black light, you would use this for diagnostics, for identifying materials that fluoresce, like a sealant or an orthodontic cement or anything like that. The other cool thing about the light as well, and this is a thing that Valo is known for, is the collimation of the light beam. What this means is doesn't matter where distance you have there. If you're working on a posterior restoration, for instance, and you have some distance between the cusp and the light and the respiration, you won't lose energy to the point that you would need to increase the exposure time as you would with most lights that diverge the cone. Okay, so this is a polywave light, so it emits both blue and violet. It emits two different types of blue and one violet. So if you just shine this 1 second on and off, this paper here is printed with an ink that changes color when you emit the violet light. So if you had here, for instance, a light that emitted only blue light, this wouldn't do a thing. It wouldn't change here. 405 nanometers, which is violet. And you can see here, it really covers the whole area of the footprints. That doesn't matter where you measure the light, you get the same amount of distribution, the same irradiance. Lenses, yeah. This is the transillumination. This you would do through the tooth to identify cracks on enamel. If you have an enamel hypocalcification spot.
Yeah, for the icon cases, you can use that
That's
as well.
exactly what that's for. So you have those cases, you can determine how deep those stains are. If the light shines through the spot, that's a great case for opoluster or for icon. If the stain blocks out the light, then it's probably too deep. You need to go a little more aggressive in your restoration. And finally, you have the interproximal.
Oh, interproximal.
Yeah, so this is diagnostic. The interproximal you would use with a white light. So you would go interproximally, and this will help you identify caries. And again, just see from different angles. We would light the tooth up like a bulb, a light bulb. Okay? And then these are the curing lenses. The point cure lens, this is the most popular one. This will only focus the light, not necessarily focus, but block out the light around. So you can cure a veneer or an onlay and remove the excess cement. And the last tip we have, this is the proxy cure ball. It has a little ball at the end that you can press against your contact on a matrix. So you can burnish a matrix and cure at the same time. So yeah, this would be with curing mode.
Okay.
And that's it in a nutshell.
Sweet.
Now, not forgetting consumer products as well. I've honestly learned so much more about dental consumer products from these conferences. And I think it was 2 years ago that I properly learned about Oral7 and have integrated it into my own practice as well.
Just switch it and it was all of the same.
Actually, it's okay. So I'm fine.
Alright, that means your own oral cavity, your salivary glands.
Yeah.
Make it up.
I-
Put it
on
on the
the
tip of your tongue and just roll it around. You see, for xerostomach patient, depending on the severity, they're going to tell you it's not sweet, or some will tell you, oh, it's awful.
So yeah, thank you very much for sharing again.
Pleasure and
Yeah,
thanks
yeah.
for your time.
No worries.
Your interest.
This year, I also took a look at Curasept and explored the Biosmalto range, which has fluoride along with amorphous calcium phosphate to help remineralize teeth. Having a kids range is also really awesome because it's great to help the kids start young with brushing their teeth the right way and with the right products. Now, the last reason why people go to dental conferences is really just to network with everyone, with your colleagues, with your friends. And this year, I had the opportunity to be one of the KOLs for Vatech, which is a loupes brand that has 3 magnifications into 1 loupe. Vatech had organized a poster signing session for all their KOLs, and it was such a fresh experience, and it was really, really fun. I can't say I hate it because I was smiling so widely, but I was also standing along with some incredible people that I really look up to, and it just made the whole experience so much better. I also met fellow colleagues, friends, some of them from other parts of the world as well, and I was just so satisfied by how the weekend went. Now, I hope you enjoyed this vlog as much as I had fun making it. If you like this content and would like me to do more, be sure to give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel to find more dental education content over there. See you guys!